Yeah, I know that you call him hanging up with 187 in the page.
Nah, who the hell is you talking to? Always talking about what I do and don't do for you. Now that's your problem.
Always bringing up the past.
If I wasn't on parole, I would have kicked your ass.
Cause you're looking for a sucker in the wrong place. You don't know what for the player gets. Long leg, but that don't mean nothing.
Tapped in, family. Peace, peace. We're just gonna listen to a little bit of music for a second. That's the link for anybody who want to jump on and build with me too. Oh, I ain't even know. I'm tripping. How you doing out there, whoever that is watching? Appreciate you tapping in. The same way I feel off that plastic rubber is the same way I feel off baby Sugar Girl, peace, queen, peace, peace. Sugar Girl talks, peace, queen, peace. I'm just situating over here, you know. We got a little bit to talk about. Hope your day's going well. Make sure to hit that like, sub, share, all that good stuff. Yeah, feel me? But we're going to talk race first in a second. Good, bad, doesn't matter. Is it necessary? What's the purpose? You know. But I wanted to come in with some good music real quick. It's a beautiful day. It is a beautiful day. Damn, your car fucked up. How you doing though? All right, after this song over, we're gonna get into it. I had to jam out one time. Got my Cali bud. Wacky tobacco, you know, strictly just tobacco though. Flavored tobacco, that's all that is. I was looking for some Sade. I'm good. Just clocked out of the job. One headed to job two. Handle your business, queen. You know, but peace, God. Got to premiere myself, so I'll tap back in after I seen that, and I was kind of sick that my shit coincided with yours, Savage. But I'm gonna tap into it as soon as I'm done too. But all right, that's enough of that music though. But yeah, you know, I want to talk about race first, and the reason I want to talk about race first, and just the topic, right, is because I just uploaded. I don't know if y'all checked it out yet. I just uploaded a video where a Atlanta teacher decided to segregate her school, and in the video I expressed my position on her decision. You know what I'm saying? And so I kind of wanted to just follow up with that. You know, I want to give people an opportunity to speak on it if you feel like speaking on it. You know what I'm saying? Race first. I wasn't mad at the teacher who segregated her classrooms, by the way. I don't know if y'all watched it, but I'm letting you know. I wasn't really knocking that decision. So it led me to think, you know, race first. Does it matter? Good or bad? Necessary, unnecessary? What's my family's perspective on this? And white folks, yellow folks, red folks, brown folks, purple folks, blue folks, y'all all are welcome to state your position on that, you know. Coach Dude, peace God. Yeah, you know, just chopping it. Salute CW, peace God. Hey, keep comparing me to man with money, that's how I feel it. But how do you feel about race first? Anybody in the chat is welcome. I put the link up. It should be somewhere at the top of the chat. Me personally, I'll give my position on it and just see how the family rock, you know. Let me turn this down a little bit more. Me personally, when I think about race first, I think it's necessary. I think it's a good thing that could be taken bad. That's my personal opinion, you know. When I hear white folks say, "Oh, we don't want to mix with your kind," and shit like that, I don't even be tripping. I think that's pretty smart. I never disagree with that shit. I might disagree on how they present it to somebody, or okay, I got you, God. I got you, God. You know how they present it might be unnecessary, but that position of understanding, I'm not mad at. My bad. But there you go. An educator, I see the segregation voluntarily and involuntarily every day. Me, see what I'm saying, sugar girl? You know, I'm cool with that. And I gave my position on that video that I uploaded on that specific situation. But race first is survival. It's called survival. You know what I'm saying? I don't get mad at anybody who puts their race first. I think it's very necessary to be race first. I think it's very necessary to understand the importance of race first and understand that you're going to get some backlash accompanied to it, you know, and that's just how that shit's going to go. Some people see integration as a good thing. Some people see it as a bad thing. I'm not speaking on that. I'm speaking on race first. You got Sugar Girl, the beautiful queen.
Oh, what's going on? What's
Peace,
going on?
peace.
How are you?
I'm all right. I'm just gonna enjoy my day.
Okay. Wait a minute.
I'm loving your face mask though. It give you a space
Thank you.
age look.
I yes, we of course I work in school system, so we have to wear face shields. I mean, we have to
Right.
wear a face mask to school, but I can't do the mask. They
I
make me
dig it.
sweat, cause my eczema to break out. So, but yeah,
Uh,
back to what you're talking about, the segregation.
mm-hmm.
I experienced that firsthand because I actually went to a predominantly white high school.
Me too.
Well, middle school and
Elementary,
high
middle.
school.
Yep, me too.
And we were segregated, but it was by choice.
Okay.
Um, because we had to, and the thing was, we had to survive. And our way of surviving and coping was to just click up. We didn't care for each other that much in the clique, but you wasn't finna cross
Abs- a-
nobody in that clique, and that was how
absolutely.
we survived. That's how we made it. We dealt with our issues in between us, but as a whole,
Mm-hmm.
you were not coming for not one of us,
Right.
and that was, and we stood 10 toes down on that, and that's just how we made it through. We segregated ourselves by choice, but we
Absolutely.
had to. We didn't have a choice. We
Absolutely.
didn't have a choice.
You see, that's
But
survival.
right.
Right. Race first is
Exactly.
survival.
Here, put this in.
I
So
can. I came
that's
from.
just what it was.
I came from elementary. Like I said, I'm from Detroit. I moved here from Alaska. I moved to Ohio from Alaska. When we got here, we didn't know the layout of the land. So
Uh huh.
we not knowingly we moved into a neighborhood in a little small town that was all white. I was the only black male or person in general at the school, every school, and I got it from the teachers. I got it
Uh huh.
from the students. I got it from people in the neighborhood. So I couldn't pick up. You see what I'm saying? I couldn't get to race first. It was just me. You know what I'm saying? So I had to develop a want to be at home because it was only folks of my kind that existed in this neighborhood. But if I could have, I would have did what you did and got with my folks. It's called survival, and that's why I wanted to bring this to the table. Is race first, good or bad? You know,
Right. But that was our only way. That's how we
absolutely.
knew, and we had to protect each other because we were, because they were going to run over us,
Right, right.
and we saw that, and we knew that. So we just had to do what we had to do. And like I said, we there are a few of us that are still in communication now, but we just had to do what we had to do at that particular point to survive. So
You see how that worked?
I'm for it. I mean, and then on top of it, I went to that school in high school, and then ended up being an educator in that same school as an adult. and it
Uh,
was the same way. I was still segregated,
yeah,
but I remember as a child every day wanting to be with my cousins and my family in the
absolutely,
hood.
absolutely.
But honestly, when I look back on it, going to that school, it taught me how to cope in this world. It taught me that it takes all kinds to make up this world, and I've got to learn how to live in it. I have got to learn, like, not to let people run over me, and it just taught me that. It taught me how to interact in this world going to a white school. Because if I had gone to a black school, it was gonna be a whole nother ball game,
And you would have never got that experience of
and I
understanding
would
the other
not have
side.
gotten it. And I would have been one sided
Right,
because I would have been pro black
right.
for, just to put it nicely. I would have been pro black, and I would not have gotten that experience to know that no, this world is not all black people,
Right,
and you're
right.
gonna have to learn how to live in this world. And that's what that taught me. At that particular time, I didn't know that I was gonna need that life skill, but as an adult,
Hmm.
I'm grateful for that life skill. So,
You gotta listen. You gotta appreciate every life experience you did. Like
right,
when
and
I,
it's like everything kind of came back full circle. As a child, I wanted to be in the black school system with my family and my cousins and my, people in my neighborhood. But I was in a white school, and now I've had the opportunity as an adult to teach at that same school, and now I am at the school that I wanted to be at, and it's a black school. Now I'm an educator at that school, and now I get to interact with these kids, and
right.
I'm just looking at them thinking, this is not how the world is going to be. You know, you right here
Mm,
with your friends, and most of your teachers are black, but when you get out there in that world, your supervisors and your
yeah, yeah.
coworkers, they're not gonna be all black. So,
Right.
but
Absolutely. I can definitely respect that. You know what I took from being within enemy lines, because I'm gonna tell you,
you're right.
as a
Within
collective,
enemy lines, that is
ex-
correct.
that's right. You know, as a collective, the foreign culture, as I like to say, is the enemy to me, and that's just how it's gonna be. But uh, being able to experience elementary, middle school, and just the neighborhood and town that I was in, what I took from it personally was I was always on an art of war type of tip. You know, when I was behind enemy lines, I looked at it as I'm learning how they operate. You
Right,
know what I'm saying? I'm watching how they operate. This is natural for them to be like this. You can't tell me no different because I lived in the town where everybody damn near was like a certain way. What we could call prejudice, and sometimes we get confused with racist. You know, so this is what I took from it. As I grew, I was always able to go back to the neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? I always did my dirt in the neighborhood, but then I had to come back to this little, small town or whatnot. So I was always able to have the balance of all culture. So being able to understand how each culture worked, I was able to see the differences in operation and the differences in the cultures themselves. You dig what I'm saying? And so when I'm a little elementary student getting called every name in the book by my teachers and principals, I didn't apply it just to the kids. I applied it to the adults, and I took it that by their actions, not just their words, but by their actions, the adults as well are always on this type of time. This is teaching Miranda and Sarah to be little asshole bitches. You couldn't tell me no different. They
right,
parents taught them this. You see what I'm saying? What's up?
exactly.
In my opinion, salute, Colleen. Everybody tapped in. Appreciate y'all. But and this is why I say race
It
first.
was like that. The adults supported that behavior.
Exactly, exactly. I'm getting
The
called
adults supported
every
that
name by the
behavior, and
principal. I shouldn't be getting called these things by my principal. You see what I'm saying? Like
right,
that's not supposed to go down. But
I
the fact
know.
that it go down, I had to develop tough skin. So, you know, as I learned the dynamics of a white culture, I understood I needed to have snazzy comebacks too. I had to be ready to throw down if necessary. Like I got the monkeys burned in the yard. I got the graffiti spray painted on our garages, with, the nooses, and I got the whole treatment. Like I didn't get, I got the whole treatment. So I understood by
Well,
that.
we didn't get that. They wanted to, but you know, we as
Right,
a
you
group,
always gonna step
we
on shit.
dared them. We dared them to breathe. So
Right.
it was that's just how it was.
See, this is what I'm saying. You know, I sometimes I get into it with some of my folks when we had this conversation because they're trying to tell me all white people ain't bad, and I'm trying to tell them I didn't say all white people was bad. As a collective, as an origin, as a culture, they're shit. They're shit. Now, individually, it might be different, but as a culture, they ain't shit, and ain't nobody can tell me nothing because I experienced it firsthand.
No, you're right. You're right. It's some
You
good.
know?
It's some. I have to admit, it's some good white people in this world. I can't lie.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm not
I
saying all
cannot lie.
white people are shitty. Like,
Right.
that'd be crazy to say black people are great people. That's crazy to say when we know we got our fuck up too.
Right. Because there's some good black people in this world, and there's some harmful black people in this world.
It's just the balance of shit. So I understood the dynamics, but by experience, I learned the dynamics of race first is very important because these white folks, even though they're displaying what they're displaying towards me, it's still a group collection of understanding of race first. We don't want to mingle with black folks. We don't want to have kids with black folks. I can understand that. It's called survival. I'm not sticking, I'm not laying down with a foreign ever. That's just not happening because that's killing survival. Y'all still like, y'all still, y'all still like this is parts of Alabama and Mississippi. It's still like, oh, okay. It's still like
What's up,
this in
Coach?
parts of Alabama and Mississippi. Listen, I still owe, Coach, a video on why the South. Yeah, y'all go play. No, why would you bring that? Hold on, y'all. Because I got, man.
Shout out to my Alabama family out there.
My bad. I'm on daddy duty. You know how that go. But I still owe Coach a video on why the South specifically has been targeted so many times throughout history. There's a purpose and reason for that. When we talk about the South, we're talking about the root. The root. If we're talking chakras, and this is how I'm gonna break the video down. It's the root, and from the root is
Come on, break it
passion.
on down.
The root is passion. The root is force, power, lust. Emotional drive. This is why the South is being attacked, has always been attacked by the foreign culture who runs on emotion, who runs on go in the house, fool, on lust, on emotion in general. So their fear of the black man and woman. This is a target from the root. Man, I'm gonna get into it, but I got my son acting like an Indian in the background. But just take that note and realize
Right.
the South is the root chakra.
It's always been the root.
Exactly. So knowing that it starts from the root, the emotion, the fire, the drive, the power, the force. This is why the South is always looked at first. This is why it's always attacked first, because when you go down to the South, we just use, cliche examples, but it'll make the point. You have the heat. It be hot. It be heat. You know what I'm saying? The heat is energy. That's energy. That's why South got that energy, that different type of energy. Man, because it's one of those situations where you got to look at it from a universal, like a universal perspective. If you look at it just as a piece of land, you'll never understand what I'm saying. And then you go into the higher regions and you see how that come on, say that shit. I'm gonna say that shit. It starts from the root. Exactly. Yeah, absolutely. And this is how I'm gonna break down the video, man. That's why it's taking so long, because I'm breaking down the root chakra to the crown chakra on the planet Earth and all this shit, man. But back to the topic at hand. Even speaking on this shit, you can get into racism, you can get into slavery, you can get into all these things, and we'll still go back to the root chakra conversation. You see what I'm saying? You see why we got attacked? They mutilated the penis for a reason. That's the root. It's always gonna be with the root, man. And then what they do? They try to take over the crown. They tried to manipulate the crown. You know, they
Exactly.
and it's some shit to it, man. It's a science to this shit. But race first is
You are.
personally what I'm saying. You know, race first is very vital to the title. What's up, sir? You want to go in the house? Ryan? Riding your bike? No. Marley. Ava. Say hello. Say hi.
Oh, hi, friend.
Say how y'all doing. Get up. Get up, Queen.
Hello.
Go. Quinn Dot. I know he tried to sneak in here for that. He do it every time. Are you going to tell them what the chakras are? I'm gonna break down all the chakras. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm gonna break down the origin of the whole concept of chakra in itself. That's a foreign
Right.
concept. That is a foreign concept. Chakras are a foreign concept. You
Yes,
have
they are.
thousands of those things. You have thousands of chakras. But I'm gonna break the etymology down. I'm gonna give the proper food thought. Like it's all coming. It's coming. If you go to my symbolism videos, you'll get a heads up already because I got about 10 symbolism videos.
Well, look, Coach, I just wanted to tap in just for a minute because you were speaking something that I knew firsthand.
Appreciate you. Always
And
appreciate you,
I'm
Queen.
just, like I said, I just left school, so it's time for job number 2, and I got to get
Handle
in
it.
here. But I'm gonna fall back in the chat, but I'm gonna have my earbuds in as usual, and I will be listening.
I appreciate you, Queen. Have a
All
good
right,
one.
y'all have a good, blessed afternoon.
Appreciate it. Yeah, family. You know, I really I understand, and you got to understand. Thank you, Eve Roberts. I appreciate that. You got to dig that. I understand that race is just an idea, a concept that was created 1770s, early 1800s. It started in the 16th century. You know, I dig all that. So it's not that I'm coming from a position to where I think race is real. I'm using it in the concept that the idea of race is being implemented through implemented and used to excuse actions. You see what I'm saying? So I'm not coming from a place of ignorance where I think the term race is real or nothing like that. You know, this is a creation. It was created in the 1700s, used early mid 1600s, and it really became a designation for people around 1770s, the mid 1800s. I dig all that. You know, when we're talking on that detailed concept and that build, we have to go into nationality and status. You know, I dig that. You feel what I'm saying? So I just want y'all to know, as far as understanding, I'm not coming from a place of ignorance. We got to get into civilization. We got to get into culture. If we really want to get into that race concept, we got to get into those things: culture, status, nationality, you know, and proper persona, all type of things of that nature. Legalese, pretty much. Legalese, pretty much. You know, but I stand firm on it. Race first is a benefit. It's a pro. You know, some people will look at the con like, oh, if you're race first, that means you don't give a fuck about other races. Like the Queen said, she's pro-black, but she tried to correct herself and saying keeping it, you know, respectful. No, pro-black doesn't mean anti-white or anti-yellow or anti-brown or anti-anything. It just means you put your culture first. Notice I use culture, not race. See what I'm saying? Race is a whole, it's an idea. Now we're just playing games, illusionary games. We're not going to do that. You know, race first. The teachers. So do you think it's okay to mix race? I'm not the judge, but personally, me, how I operate, I'm not mixing races. You see what I'm saying? I'm not. That's just me. But if you feel like you want to knock down something outside of your culture, go and knock it down. You know, that ain't my business. It's okay to me if that's how you get down. You feel what I'm saying? I only want to come from my own perspective. Yes, ma'am. All right, tell her come out here real quick. Man, see, listen. Why, hold on, Eve. I got a daddy duty. This my daughter hitting people. Cut it out. My bad. Reckless when daddy ain't around. I don't know how my connection is now, but why should we stay with our own tribes? Now, this is a personal perspective on it. You feel what I'm saying? It is true that no matter who you lay down with, you're going to create life most of the time, right? I'm not I'm not knocking that. I'm not saying nothing about that. But once you go outside, hey man, stop texting me, man. Stop calling me, man. But once you lay down with, you know, this is how I say it from my channel, a foreign culture, or a foreign body, you're diluting, you're diluting the genetics. You're diluting your genetic traits. Or should we stay with this is what I'm saying. I would say stay with your own tribe. Let them fuck each other and have kids with each other. You feel what I'm saying? Build your kingdom. Build your empire with your culture. That's called survival of the culture. Once you lay with foreign culture, you are diluting. Some might say killing off. I just say because your genetic straight traits as a melanated person are dominant, right? So we know that we'll continue our lineage, but it'll be a diluted lineage. This is why a lot of people don't understand because of education. And I'm just using something simple that the Egyptians are black. Most people say they light skin, pale skin. They think, Arabs are some off off brand motherfuckers. No, the modern Arab is an off brand motherfucker. The original Arabs is the people that were in Africa. You feel what I'm saying? That throws people off because we have a stereotype of Arab. All these different. Is this my food? Oh, no, this ain't my food. Damn. But because of these type of things, we have been miseducated in understanding how deep our roots really are. The Jews, the Arab, the Frenchmen, we can go to the Irish, the Britons, all these people, us. But we were taught us otherwise because now when we look at these people, they're light skinned or white damn near. This is diluted genetics. It's very simple. It's diluted genetics. Yes, those are still our folks to some degree. Absolutely, because the genes are still there. You can see it in the phenotypes and everything. But it's still a diluted version. So the full, and I hate to use this term, but it's been a term being used, but the pure blood, the pure lineage, the bloodline, however you want to put it, gets diluted once you do that. You see what I'm saying? So in order for a culture of people to survive, you have to multiply within that culture. This ain't King Guys. Oh, the butterfly? It's a beautiful butterfly, baby. Yeah, it's a beautiful butterfly, mama. This is just my personal take on it. This ain't me saying, do what I tell you. I'm telling you, oh, this is a fact of life. I'm just saying it out loud. Don't get mad at the messenger. I'm just saying it out loud. So King Oz would say, stay with your own tribe. You can love who you want. You can be friends with who you want. All that. Why did he park over here to go over there? Whatever. But, you know, it's like we call ourselves the minority, which will imply that we have small numbers when that doesn't even make sense. We are the majority. Always have been, always will be. It's just one of them things. And scientists say that the foreign culture is losing in the birth rate. They're not multiplying as quick as they. Why did he go all the way this way? Just go down the street. That's crazy. Blacks are the only races that have never truly been free. Ah, 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 no, I disagree. I disagree like a motherfucker. You got to remember, we was running this shit at one point. We was freer than a motherfucker. We enslaved everybody. Nobody was out the way. We enslaved everybody. So you can't say we've never truly been. No, stop that. That's just a misunderstanding. We ran shit. We ran shit. We built kingdoms that still stand. We gave sciences to the world that everybody uses. We ran shit. That's the best way I could tell you. So to say we've never truly free is that's just a misunderstanding. Then they teach us we started with slavery, so now we automatically go back to we was been slaves and shit. Cut that shit out too. That's another misunderstanding. You know, the first slaves was white motherfuckers. On this land, it was white motherfuckers who had rather been sold to white people than to have to work for black folks. Didn't even have a problem being slaves, as long as it wasn't a black person. Terms used loosely, by the way. I know people gonna come on here. Color code, you still playing the color games? You know, colors. Yeah, I know all that. So don't do that neither. I'm definitely glad to hear your perspectives because I've been reading a lot about staying with your own tribe. Absolutely. It's survival, man. It's survival of the culture, survival of the peoples. The culture. The culture. You know. People have problems with when other, cultures say that. And we shouldn't have a problem with that. I don't want you dating, a black man, a white man says to his daughter, because he know what's gonna happen. Their genetics are going to crumble to our genetics. This is what happens. I'm with all type of conversations. I'm with all type of builds. I've been studying for almost 10 years straight. I've been teaching for about 7 of them. I've been asked to give motivational speeches. I've been asked to give lessons and blessings. I just don't execute on them because no, y'all can come to me. Y'all can buy my book. I have a book. I wrote a book. Like, skip my book. It's a compendium. And that means a compilation of sorts. When you hear the word compendium, I'm not playing y'all for slow, so I apologize if I came out like that. But it's a compendium of knowledge, true knowledge, which is pretty much a compilation. Get my book. Easy to digest. And I got booklets for children. Like, you know, anytime anybody want to have that conversation, just hit me on my inbox on Facebook or Instagram or on my Discord, and just be like, hey, can guys, I want to try a game about this, and get your perspective. All right, cool, come on. Or we could just build on the phone, like, see the future. Bronze flat power, peace, peace, peace. Like my guy, see the future. He hit me anytime he wants. Just chop game with me. Like, hit me up anytime. Chop game with me. My line is open. What do you know about polyamory relationships? I could be mistaken, but isn't polyamory like when you like? How do I say this? G-rated. When you are in a relationship with trees and shit. No, for real. No, for real. I could be wrong. Polyamory. I don't know nothing about that. I'm automatically assuming that's what I'm talking about. Let me Google that shit actually, because there is something called poly something, to where you are in love with trees and you have sex with trees. Oh, polygamy. Or not polygamy. Yeah, multiple. Hey, how do I answer this without reverting back to the old me? If you can obtain and maintain multiple ladies or gentlemen, do that. I'm not against it or for it, or I don't think nothing about it. You know, I come from a background where I dealt with multiple women, but it was on some business. It wasn't on no, square shit, no lovey dovey shit. It was on business. So, automatically I'm looking at it from a business perspective to keep it mature on this channel. But in relationship wise, bro, if you could pull it, or lady, if you could pull it, go ahead. I know that's an ancient thing, ancient theme. But no, anytime it came to multiple ladies, it was always, you know, business. So my mind automatically sticks to business. I'm just built like that, I guess. Like it's funny because my lady, my lady know about my history, so she'll always like throw little jabs at me. But she also knows that I don't. I had a handful of girlfriends. Like I didn't do girlfriends and anything serious. I wasn't that guy. I was like, with your personal, like, motherfucker, fuck is you talking about? It's good for nation building, but you gotta have a as if you're the man and you got multiple ladies. The best advice I could give any male trying to do some shit like that is if you trying to do some shit like that, you better step up and be a man before anything. You gotta approach these ladies as a man first. Like the best thing you can do in that relationship, if that's what you do, is be a man. Like if you don't know how to be a man, and it's a wrap. That means you gotta stay, stick to your word. Whatever you say you're gonna do, you're gonna do. If you step up claiming, you could do this and that, then you better be able to do this and that all the time. And it doesn't necessarily have to be financial. It just has to do with you being a man or a woman. Don't come in here acting like a little girl. Present yourself like a woman. It's never gonna work. If you're doing it for a financial, you motherfuckers better have a plan when you step up. It ain't for cool points. It ain't for cool points. It should be for nation building. If it's you in the neighborhood and you and these two broads get together, like I'm almost slipping back into this, but if you and these two broads is getting together, all three of y'all better be trying to buy up the block or get land and get further and have money that'll make it for you. It depends on how you do it, man. Interracial dating is a sin. It's funny, man. Funny to me. Not that you believe in that, but the words you use, it has nothing to do with your actual point. I just hear the word sin and I go back to etymology and it's like, that sentence doesn't make sense now. Blacks are the chosen people, the Israelites. The Israelites are modern, is another modern creation. And I don't want to hear the ISIS, Ra, El. I don't care about none of that. Go look into Israel's history. Y'all just got made. Feels dishonest, disrespectful to bring in another partner in your relationship. Not if y'all both agreed to it. You see what I'm saying? Like if you got a husband already and you run this shit by him or he run this shit by you and y'all choose the person, it's not dishonest. Nothing dishonest about it. Y'all all on the same page with it. Maybe the want for another person is dishonest and unnecessary to some. Maybe that part I can understand, but if y'all all on the same accord, ain't nothing dishonest about it. But if y'all ain't on the same energy, y'all ain't on the same understanding, why are cars around here so fucking loud? Then it's gonna be a little weird. It's gonna crumble. Everybody has to be on the same page. They have to be on the same page. If not, then That's when feelings get involved that are unnecessary, like jealousy or envy or anger or the feel of feeling cheated. That's what I'm saying. As a man, you better you listen before you get one broad. Before you get one broad, you better be a man and be able to be a man all the time. Then get you one broad and don't let up on being a man. You can't half step on being a man. You know what I'm saying? That's a title that you earn to be a man. There's a lot of grown ass boys and grown ass girls out here. Don't get it misconstrued. They look grown, but they're not. So you better be a man. And then this is what I'm saying. A lot of people ain't made for the life that I live, the things that I've done, and the way I play it off is like it don't exist in my life. That's the reason I do that shit. Actually, you know, a lot of motherfuckers try to perpetrate. That's what they're doing. They just perpetrate. They just, you know, they trying. This ain't something that you can just step into. You gotta be chose for this shit, or it's natural to you. And the first thing you gotta do is be a man. Your nuts gotta hang, and you gotta be a man. Then you can make those actions. But if that ain't the case, you gonna fuck up and slip up and leave out certain parts, and motherfuckers ain't gonna be on the same page and know what it is, and it's gonna crumble. That's just how it goes. That's not even my opinion. That's how it goes. Right, because they don't have those relationships so that they can benefit financially all in together. If it ain't a if y'all ain't gaining no financial profits from what y'all attempting to do, you motherfuckers gotta stop. Y'all motherfuckers need to go jobs. Stop thinking with your dick and stop thinking with your pussy and go get a job, nigga. Cause y'all fucking this up. If I invest in this shit and I don't get no profits from this, oh, I'm doing something wrong. I done led the ship wrong, and I done allowed one of y'all two motherfuckers to fuck up and slip up and be okay with it. See, I wasn't doing my job as a man. You wasn't doing your job as a woman, but that falls on me because I chose you. Or we chose you. You see what I'm saying? Ooh, wait. When you marry, you supposed to one, they are your other half. You shouldn't even need to ask because nothing another can give that your partner can't give. And I can respect that. But we both know that, once again, some people feel like they got multiple other halves. Or this shit wouldn't exist to this extent. You know? It wouldn't. So I respect both perspectives. You know what I'm saying? I know what's for me and what's not for me. You know, rela- relationship wise, I'm cool with one. Business wise, I'm good with plenty. It is what it is. Yeah, jealousy, feeling cheated. Right. Because I didn't do my job as a man. I didn't step up, approach, or I'm not even being a man. So how the fuck I'm gonna be able to lead two women? Motherfuckers going around running me, you know, because I can't keep up, because I'm not up to par, and that's my fault. These two ladies succeeding, and now I'm catching slack from both of them because I'm slacking. It should never be like that. It shouldn't be no slacking on nobody's part if that's the lifestyle you choose. You know what I'm saying? But don't think you some type of Mac, some type of player, because you're not. You're a perpetrator. You're trying to act the part out. You can't act this out. This has to be. If it ain't, then stop. Stop. Go get a motherfucking job. Once again, it's okay to go get a job and just fuck each other every once in a while or something. But y'all, you ain't built for this. If at heart of hearts you want to be with him and then you start feeling no jealousy emotions, or vice versa, men, there's husbands, plural. If you start to feel them, is that Sade finally? Nope. Just stop. Stop. Go get you somebody who wants to be a one-on-one situation. Do you ever mentor young males on how to be? Yeah, I got sons. I got nephews. I got younger cousins. Outside of them, it's really the young cats I see in the streets that I be trying to give jobs to. I talk to them, and that's how I tell though. That's a good question. Outside of family, I try to put young black males in a position to get money in a legal way. So if I see, if hold on, this car loud as shit. So if I see some young men sitting on the porch or outside chilling, I might pull up and be like, "Who want to make some legit business money?" You know, and I can tell who's who by who stands up. Because not every young man is or young woman's gonna be like, "Man, fuck all that. We good out here." But for that one young man or woman who be like, "Hey, shit, I'm on it." That's who you talk to. It's like bait, throw bait out there. But like I said, in my opinion, I've been asked to do motivational speaking. I've been asked to do a mentor program, and I just didn't execute on it because it took time to get to where I am mentally. Before hearing, get up here, boy, young man. Yeah, that's a bird. There's a bunch of them. Come here. They're gonna end up biting your toes off. Come here, fool. But yeah, I try to mentor this heathen right here. Now he chasing birds. You feel me? And I'm gonna give him the raw game, and his mama knows. His mama know it. I don't promote my lifestyle. I don't like to promote that type shit. I just make it clear. I've done a lot for a long time. Come here, sir. Hold on, y'all. Come with me. Fuck it. Y'all come with. Are you cleaning up trash? You're such a good buddy. Go throw it in the trash. That's what I'm talking about. High five. No trash on the floor. My man. Appreciate you, buddy. Okay. Okay. He just cleaned up the yard. But in my opinion, just to continue to build on that, so I don't lose my train of thought. This is one of those channels that if you just ran it by me, like, hey, I want my son to listen in, or I want my daughter to listen in. Can we speak on this today? My line is open. There's multiple ways to hit up privately, and we can build on it. You know, stay up here, sir. You hungry? Hey, fool, you hungry? You hungry? No, because lunchtime mean nap time. But polygamy, man, it is for who it's for, and it ain't. We'll throw it away. No trash. That's right, sir. That's right. You got it, buddy. Yep, tweet, tweet. That's who I mentor right there. you know, I'm glad y'all built with me, man. Y'all done took the conversation elsewhere. I appreciate that. Boy, throw that away. That's nasty, sir. Anybody can jump on. We can build on it. I don't want those white folks out there, yellow folks out there, rainbow folks. We want everybody's name out. To feel like we saying race first means fuck you, because it don't. It don't. It just means I'm putting my folks first. I'm putting me first. In life, the first thing you got to learn how to do is be selfish. Be selfish. Be selfish. That's important. That sounds crazy, I know, but it's important as fuck to be selfish. You got to keep your peace. You got to keep your sanity. You got to do it. That's how you got to be selfish. You can't just give your peace out. Just can't give your love out. So if you ain't a give your love out type of person, polygamy ain't for you. The game ain't for you. A lot of shit ain't for you. I dig it. Okay, okay. But yeah, family, I'm about to shake the premises, man. I'm gonna get in here and get lunchtime popping. This little Lucky Dave's. Oh, shout out to Lucky Dave's, OG Kush. I appreciate you because that weed was good. Family, Ain't none family and foreign. Ain't nothing wrong with race first. Ain't nothing wrong with being pro black. It ain't nothing wrong with being pro white. Ain't nothing wrong with being pro yellow, pro red. Ain't nothing wrong with that. To those who say you don't want your children to mix with others, ain't nothing wrong with that. Especially the foreign culture out there. You know, the pale skin, the colored. They're the true colored people. Don't get mad at me. Just go look into it. All right, sir. Ain't nothing wrong with wanting the survival of your culture. Ain't nothing wrong with it. I'm not mad at it. We got to stop getting into emotional traps, man. I know we've been molded and trained to be emotional responders, always reactive, not proactive, but reactive. So I can understand the negatives or the negative responses and rebuttals to this. I'm not here to argue with you. I'm not going to argue with you. I'm going to build with you. That's my job, to build with y'all, get out of here, leave y'all with some food for thought, and I'm out, you know. Ain't nothing wrong with wanting your culture to thrive. Ain't nothing wrong with that. There is a culture, the foreign culture, who is losing on the genetic race. And throughout history, we've always mixed. It's called amalgamation. This is why they paint, and I use this as an immediate because most people know about this, hopefully. You know, Egypt was not pale skin and bright skin like they show. Not at all. They was dark brown, dark chocolate. You know, our brothers, Arabs, the Jews, the Spaniards, the Irish. You go around the European, that's us. All of that's us. We force fed to believe that these otherly people. No, not at all. We wasn't always slaves. We were truly free. Remember, it's us who created the government system. This is what I'm saying. We created all of the sciences of the world. All of them. White folks didn't just invade Egypt and shit and Africa and shit. They didn't just invade overnight. This took time. We didn't just give up shit. Like, come on. A lot of us have been lied to. This is why I speak about the shit I speak about. This is exactly why I speak on. And some people might get annoying. He's always speaking on black first. He's always speaking on the black excellence. He's always speaking on the lies and the fuckery we've been taught. Give it a break. Nope. I even wrote books for it. You motherfuckers can't get rid of this. And I knew I was doing something important when my daughter's teacher lied to her. And she came home with a questionnaire. And she automatically knew how to correct the shit because it was a bunch of bullshit. First president, they show you a white boy. Don't fall for that. Don't do that. They asked about Christopher Columbus. Don't do that. My kids are sharp. You know, I could do more. I could do more. I could be more consistent. You know, as a father, as a mother, you know, you don't never want to slack. So you always, you're like, what can I do? What else can I do? That's how I'll be. But this is why I do this, man. You know, I can give you cold game, and not just historical game. You know, life game. Trust me. Like it is what it is, man. I'm just one of those. I'm just a cool motherfucker. You never know unless you talk to. Get out from under there, fool. It's dirty. I just call him fool. Don't. He calls his son fool. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. He just calls us. I call him sir. I call him young man. What's up, fool? You making another appearance? Oh. Stand up. Show him your toy. You found it? Yeah. Down there. All right. Say have a. Come here, man. Tell him. Say have a good day. Say peace. Why are you making a squeaky voice? But it is what it is, family. I just wanted to chop game for a little bit with y'all. It seemed Trigger was live. I had to tap in for a quick second. Hey, fool, where you going now? And see, y'all get to see all this shit, man. With that being said, family, ain't nothing wrong with race first. I don't think the teacher was wrong for segregating the class because it is important for children, young black children, to be taught by their peers, our peers, because we know in the education system of the foreigner, we've only been taught whitewash shit, and that's not good for our mental or our self-esteem or our self-understanding. So I wasn't against her for that. Race first is the way to go. That don't mean you can't kick it with your white boy, you can't kick it with your white girl from the neighborhood who you grew up with. No, that don't mean none of that. It just means get your shit together with your people first. We've been in their system long enough. We know how their tactics are. We know what she's learning. We know what he's learning. We know what perspectives they're learning from. I'm just saying, man. Make sure to hit that like, sub, even if it's a dislike. Hey, see, that's what y'all don't get about the dislike. That still goes and counts for us. Every comment counts for us. Oh, yeah. Before I get out of here, though, I did want to make a live stream. Y'all tell me. You know, I watch a lot of channels. You know, and a lot of channels is cool. Some of them, though, have a lot of drama attached to them, right? Now, y'all know how I feel about other motherfuckers. I don't really care. It ain't my business. Y'all do what y'all do. You know? But this is what I want to say to any future bloggers, any future gamers, whatever the hell you decide to do. It don't matter what channel you at, no matter how drama filled it is. You can always learn something beneficial to your channel. You hear me? Because there's some drama filled channels out here that I'll be tapped into from time to time. And as far as the content, I don't give a fuck what they talking. I don't care about none of the points they trying to make. Right? But I learn little things like, okay, drama does sell in portions. Okay, cool. Look how he's selling his pitch to this chat. Look at how this chat is receiving it. What's up, fool? You got you an egg with something in it? Go tell your sister Anna to make lunch. Go tell her I want some lunch. Say, Daddy wants some lunch, fool. Daddy want lunch. Go tell Anna. You know, I watch that. That's why I don't comment. But you can learn so much from these channels, fool. No, don't yell. Go tell her. Yeah, you got it. I see you got it. I just want y'all to know that, you know. I know some people personally that are wanting to start a channel. Just know it's drama. But avoid the drama. Don't even pay attention to the drama. The drama don't mean shit. The points don't mean shit. The concepts, the content don't mean shit. Don't worry about that shit. Watch how he's selling his channel, though. Or she's selling her channel. Look how she's pitching this bullshit, and this chat is eating it up. Pay attention how easily swayed these chats be. Pay attention. Now, when you start your channels, if you tap into anybody, even if they ain't drama, learn how they, you know, hold their channel. Because as far as being a gamer is concerned, and I bring up gamers because I tap into some gaming channels. Like, I'm everywhere. They have their content already ready for them. All they have to do is play a game and make sure that they acknowledge their chat. When you got to create, listen to content creators, right, that have to bring something to the channel, like myself. Understand if you're going whatever you choose to do as far as blogging or teaching or building, I call it building, whatever. Know that's what the chat and your subscribers are going to perceive your channel as. Like I made a statement with my channel, you're gonna learn some shit over here. And I'm gonna inspire you to have a good day, and I'm always push positivity. That's what I'm gonna do over on this channel. You're not going to hear me talk about celebrities. You're not going to hear me talk about channels. You're not going to hear me talk about this COVID shit. Oh, I'm not doing that. So to the future channels that I know are about to pop off, understand what your content means, man. Substance matters. You dig that? Substance matters. You dig? So just remember that. If you're coming on to gossip about celebrities and what's going on in other people's business, remember your subs, your sub family, they're gonna hold you to that too. So when gossip occurs about you, they're gonna be drawn in because it's what you do. This is what you do. If you want to do something on the more mature level, the intellectual level, like I try to do, and I stick to, my family on here is going to hold me to that. They're going to test me. They're going to question me, and I love it. So to the content creators, just know whatever you base your channel on, man, you're going to be held to it. Just like in real life, people hold me to a certain level because this is who I am, and this is how I presented myself. I gotta end this one. Be like she said, be myself at all times, but be your best self. Absolutely. I want these channels to succeed that I know are coming, so I'm pretty much giving a heads up before they get out here and we start seeing their names pop up more. So, you know, I learn something from every channel that whether it's a gaming channel, a psychedelic channel that talk about taking psychedelics, you know, to mature intellectual things. I learned something from all y'all. How you sell your points, how your chat eats it up, which way are they swayed, how easily the chat can be swayed by someone on the panel or the host, or even somebody in the chat can change the dynamic of a build or channel. Over here, y'all don't see that type shit. Y'all don't see anybody come in and cause disruptions on trash. There's never been any trolling on my channel. It's not popping over here like that. It's the energy, it's the consistency that I've brought to my channel. That shit don't happen. This boy, listen, y'all, this boy is crazy. I was gonna wait till other drama dies down a little bit before I started. I wouldn't. I wouldn't. I wouldn't. I would start ASAP. Because you don't give a fuck about them channels. You shouldn't. I don't care who it is. Your channel ain't got shit to do with shit anybody else is doing. I would start immediately. Fuck it. Unless you're trying to tie yourself into a channel that's filled with drama, then maybe you want to wait. But if you ain't got shit to do with what other motherfuckers got going on, start your channel. I'm starting my channel immediately. And don't do what I did. When I started my channel, I was so inconsistent. So inconsistent. Because I didn't see anything of importance on YouTube. I just had a YouTube channel. It went till later that I was like, all right, let me get on my shit. Yeah, build. We build. That's what my channel's about. Build. I build you. Whether it's I have you crack a smile once or twice, I've done my job. If I can bring any positive energy to anybody, I've done my job. Hey, get up here. Fool playing in the dirt. Yeah, you got it all in your eye. Yeah, that's what you get. Come on, man. You know it's a spider web in there. Why would you even do that? Yeah, go in the house. Fool. Boom. Go wash your hands in your face. Hey, man, I'm about to check on the lunch. Hold on, give me a second. Anyway, family, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Thanks for the likes. Thanks for the shares. Thanks for the subscriptions. Thanks for any donations. Everything's appreciated. Thanks for tapping in, conversating, going back and forth with me. Because if you don't have a channel to go back and forth with a dead ass comment section is tough sometimes. So I appreciate y'all building with me, giving perspectives, asking questions. You know, like I said, my line of communication is wide open. Anybody who needs it, who wants it, you know, just holler at me. But with that being said, I must get up out of here. Let me put this ticker up on there. It tell you the whole game, man. I love those who love me, and I appreciate those who appreciate me. In real time, we should try to improve instead of destroy. Yeah, build to destroy. And sometimes you gotta destroy to build, man. Sometimes old relationships gotta go. Old thoughts and concepts and beliefs gotta go. So that new ones can grow. You dig what I'm saying? But with that, I have to shake the premises, get back to what I'm supposed to be doing. I appreciate everything, like I said. I appreciate everyone. And I love those who love me, for real. Honestly, you know. It might be weird to some, but I mean that when I say it. You know, I mean that when I say it. Peace, love, and blessings. Truth King God's been listening in. Still support. Appreciate you, Nikita. Nikita got a video on my channel. She saw God in the clouds. Y'all got to watch the video to check it out. You dig what I'm saying? Like, it's real love over here. But I'll see y'all later. You know I'm going to see y'all later. Y'all going to hear from me. Giving some more gems on a different topic. That's all. Love y'all. Peace.